Kane, it's 1-0. We're fucking down. 13th in the championship. The takeover happened as I said it would. People will be. Oh, when have we got Leeds? Now then, people, welcome back to the JUSTJOE football show, and it is return of Leeds United and the return of the Leeds United watch-along. Of course, it is Leeds versus Southampton, or Southampton versus Leeds, whichever way you want to look at it. Before we get started, please, as always, smash a like on the video, pay your rent and smash the like. I hope you are all doing well. Let me know if you can hear the fan in the background, but it's really warm in here today. Apologies first and foremost, this was originally set for 1:30, but was late getting up and sorting the kids' breakfast out and sorting my own breakfast out and whatnot and that. So yeah, so sorry for being late, but I had to make myself a nice little fake sausage and egg McMuffin. So yeah, all done. Yeah, listen, pay your rent, smash a like on the video. Please do that for me first and foremost. Quite surprised at the lineup, if I'm being totally honest. But then again, I'm not at the same time. I hope that makes sense. What I mean by that is basically, do you change a winning team? Now, the winning team was the most complete performance of this season that we've had. Daniel Farke said that. I think we as fans can see that it's arguably the best performance we've had this season. So do you change that? The answer's probably no. Did we envisage it would change? I think so. If I'm being totally honest, I thought we might have seen Joe Rodon coming, but that's probably the only change. That is probably the only change. So, is it that big of a deal? People will make it. I'm surprised. I would have rather Rodon. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm not, but I'm not going to get all het up about it. But best believe, Daniel, you live and die by your decisions. Now, I'm a big Cooper fan, but in the last two performances, he's made mistakes in both games. Joe Rodon hasn't. Although you could say the red card was. Like, the first one wasn't yellow. Daniel Farke said as much. But was he rash? Was he rash in getting the second? Potentially. And did Daniel Farke look at that and say, do you know what? We could have gone on and won that game. I said if we stay with 10 men on the pitch, with 11 men on the pitch, that we win that game and we win it quite comfortably. Now, obviously, he might have also had that thought process and thought, you've let us down. So, I think there'll be a number of reasons as to why, but I'm surprised, yes, but it is what it is. And if Cooper makes an error, then obviously Daniel Farke will be reprimanded. Is that the right word? But people, it's definitely not. But people will be unhappy that he chose to rest. I think he chose to rest him. People saying the sound is off. Static sounds. Okay. Let me have a little play around. Let me see. Sorry about this, folks. Let me listen. It's the fan. No. Has it gone? I think it's gone now, hasn't it? It's when I talk. It's gone when I stop talking, so there's clearly something up with my mic. For fuck's sake, Joe, man. Sick of this shit. Let me try. Honestly, man, I'm really sorry about this. Hopefully it sorts it out. Maybe that's better when I've turned the fan the other way. We'll see. No, it's not. I don't think it's the fan. I think it's my mic. Let me just wait and see. 1 second. I'm just... It's every time I talk, isn't it? 1 second, folks. Sorry about this. Now then, people... Now then... Hello? Why is it making... Does this sound better? Nah. Okay. What I'm gonna do is NFA radio, exactly. Nah, there's a I can hear it myself. I'll just change it over to my iPhone. How does that sound, folks? Is that better for you? Hopefully that's better. Are you picking that up? Does that sound okay? Yeah, I think that's better. Turn the gain down, says Louis. I reckon that's what it was. Could be that. Let's have a look. Input gain. I'll give that a try, or should we just leave it like this? Now that's quieter, is it? Fuck's sake, man. It's worse. Oh, fucking hell, I can't be dealing with this morning, please. 1 second. Sounds like I'm in a cupboard now. Right, okay. Wireless wavelength stream. Right. Let's see how this sounds. Let me turn the gain down, as my man said. Maybe it's something like that. Let me know if this sounds any better, folks. You can hear that radio sound in the background, man. I can't lie. That's doing my head in. Why is it picking that up? It's not fine, folks. It isn't. I'm gonna reboot, right? I'm gonna come back out and go back in, okay? And we'll see how we get on, all right?
I don't
Kane, it's 1-0. We're freaking down. 13th in the championship. The takeover happened as I said it would. People will be. Oh, when have we got Leeds? Now then, people, welcome back to the Just Joe Football Show. It is fine. Big up. We're all sorted. For those that were saying the audio wasn't fine, was fine. It wasn't, man. There was like a muffled sound, and I could hear it in the back. Every time I spoke, it was like... But it's sorted now. Quick reboot, and it's all sorted. So I'll stop messing with the mic, and that should see us through now. Much better. Good stuff. Sorry for that. Please do smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel, get your comments in, hit the notification bell, and all that jazz, okay? Much better indeed. Big up. Joe B says, got the team spot on. Come on, Leeds. Good up, Joe. And also pay your rent and smash a like on the video. Please do... please do smash a like. I don't know. I'm all over the shop. I'm very tired. It is what it is. Tell us about these teams, Joe. Are we smashing them? Asks Oliver. I would like to think so. I've gone for Leeds over 2.5 goals to be scored. And Pirro and Rutter both to score any time. I think we will score a lot. But Southampton could also score as well. But I'm hoping for a clean sheet. But we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, listen, I had to. Where is he? I had to, Ishii. I had to, right? Like, you've got to give props where props are due. And Dan James, I said yesterday in the preview as well, like, he should be starting, to be fair. And he keeps his place, as does everybody else. You don't change a winning formula, as I say. Darren says, manager bottled it. I don't think he's bottled it, mate. He's just rewarding players that played the most complete performance of the season. I think it's harsh to say he's bottled it. Who's he bottling it against? Like, he's not fearful of Cooper, is he? Paulo Praise listening all the way from Sri Lanka. And of course, listening all the way from across the Pennines is our man Lockie. Lockie, how are you doing, my man? Are you okay?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you today, Joe?
I'm tired, but I'm all right, bro. I am tired, but I'm okay. I went to the shop and got myself some choc nibs.
Oh,
so
choc nibs.
I'm gonna have a little munch of them, a little treat. But yeah, I'm all right. Listen, everyone's kicking off about Rodon.
Yeah.
We said in the preview we'd have preferred Rodon. That would have been our preference. But I'm also not surprised. So, how are you feeling about him being started?
Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah. Again, like, I'm not. It's not even kicked a ball yet. I'm not gonna sit here and scream about how I want Joe Rodon to play, because at the end of the day, I trust General for that, because the judgment, and we beat Watford 3-0 very comfortably. So, of course, if everyone's fit, you want the same players that did that to replicate the job. That's what happens sometimes in football. If you come in and do a job, regardless of if it's because the player got a card and you've just come in, if you do really well, and Daniel Farke clearly thought he did, then you're going to play. And for me, Rodon's on the bench. That's fine. If Cooper's having a bit of a stinker, you can bring him off. I don't... He's there now. He's on the bench, so I'm quite relaxed by that. You know what I mean? So, look, and I think this is not my view. This is what Daniel Farke spoke about as well a lot. Needing that leadership figure that's done this before, that's been in this situation before. And clearly the only two he believes at the moment are either Ayling or Cooper, right? They're the guys that have been here the longest. This is what Daniel Farke has been saying, not what our views are. I can already see the chat in the corner. Right? So with Ayling not playing, he thinks obviously with Cooper in there, that's that kind of leadership problem solved. So experience, I don't know. But yeah, it is what it is. If we lose today because of a Liam Cooper mistake, that's on Daniel Farke.
This is what I said.
Yeah. Then we can all be... We're all right, just watch the game. Watch the game.
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, you live and die by your decisions as manager, right?
Yeah.
And if Leeds United lost today due to a Cooper error, there's only one person's fault. Well, two people,
Yeah.
Cooper and Daniel Farker,
And
because the sample size tells us this season that Rodon's been better than Cooper, and he's chose not to play Rodon. And you know, even I dread to think what some people think. That's why the comments popping off. But for me, I'm an old guard apologist, if you like. But even I didn't want Cooper to start. Even I said, look, Rodon for me has been fantastic. Get him back in the side. Yes, he got a red. And you could argue, I made the point, Lockie, maybe he said, listen, you let us down. But at the same time, he did say it was a silly red. So I'm not sure. Because I still stand by the point, even though a lot disagreed with me, that had we had 11v11 and against Hull, we win that game, and it's 3 wins on the spin, and it's, but I can't see him punishing Rodon for that, I think it genuinely just comes to the fact that this season, the most complete performance for Leeds United came against Watford. We battered them from minute 1 to 90. He even said in his press conference, what could you have done differently? Oh, we let him have one chance on the 95th minute. He were almost taking the piss. So for him, it couldn't have gone much better, mate. So I can understand it why he's kept faith.
Yeah, and fair to Rodon, he was probably one of the best players on the pitch before he got sent off. So for him, I know I'd be fuming. I'd be like, well, why am I not coming in? But then you've got to understand that you're part of a team and there's competition, and that's good. You want competition because not only will that push Rodon, in training or when he gets a chance, but it'll push the other guys as well. And that's good around the squad. You want healthy competition. I don't want Rodon just to be able to come back in the side. I don't want that because where's the competition? His standards might drop. By doing this, he knows now, Joe Rodon, that when he comes back into it, which he will eventually, he's got to set the standard because otherwise he knows, as you've seen here, if you're out of that squad for one game and that team does well, you're not getting back in straight away. Competition's vital in any league, in any team sport. You need competition. And it's the same with Dan James. Anthony probably wants to start every game, but Dan James and Daniel Farker saying, well, this guy's getting the assists, so that's a competition, and it's good. Same with Perot. If Bamford comes back and thinks he's starting, Farker's going to go, well, he's scoring every game, Patrick. So that's the standard. That's what we've got now, and I like that. It's good.
Yeah.
Same with Archie Gray. You can say it with Archie Gray as well.
Yeah. No, exactly. Yeah. Because I think we're all like, a lot of us are like, oh, Cooper, but yeah, imagine how Archie Gray feels, people, because he's been fantastic this season and, gets rested. Kamara comes in and plays a blinder, and now he's out of the side. But that's the same for everybody, folks, right? Like, ultimately, he's gone with an unchanged team because for him, you don't change your winning side, if you like. And I can understand it. And maybe there's also, we need to take into consideration, Lockie, that he wants to play, especially in the early stages, at least one of Cooper or Ayling.
Yeah, because they're, whether, from inside the club, I imagine they're the guys around the training ground. They're the guys that are always talking to other players, always, checking how players are. All these little things that we don't see as fans, all the inside stuff that happens at clubs, those are the important things. And those, when you go on that pitch, those are the guys, whether they're the best players, those are the guys you trust. And at the end of the game, they'll be the first ones to put their hands up for mistakes. And they'll be the first ones to say, look, we need to move on and get rid of this because they've been through this. They won't get carried away with wins. And they won't get carried away with losses. They're the things that, behind the scenes happen. And you need those players that have been through this situation in this league before. They've been in areas where you're doing well and you can't get ahead of yourself. They've been in the dumps where you've lost a few in a row. They've been part of a side that's developing, whether their ability on the ball, which obviously isn't nowhere near the best players at the club, but it's important to have roles like that in the team. You have to have it in every team. You look at like Mark Noble, for example, it was Greg's at West Ham, never the best player in that team. But every single person at the club talks about how vital he was around the team because he is, and you need that leadership, you need that experience, because in moments where these young players will struggle and they don't really understand how to deal with something, those are the guys that'll go, it's all right, you're fine, do it again next. Just these little words. And whether that, look, this is where now these guys are slowly phasing out of it, and this is where you like some Ampadu, even like some Byram, Strauch, this is their season to step up, and then next season, regardless of what league you're in, they're going to be the guys then that have got the experience, and those are the guys you're going to rely on for those leadership things. So, yeah, I'm all right with it.
Yeah. I think you've hit the nail on the head, mate, to be fair. There's also the fact that we've got Wednesday. I don't see Cooper playing Wednesday, if I'm being totally honest, if he gets through 90 minutes today. Because obviously we play QPR Wednesday, and then we've got Bristol City Saturday, and then it's an international break. So, again, someone's just said in the comments, like, when was the last time we could argue over depth? And they've made a great point. Do you know what I mean? I'm just trying to find the comment. Sorry. I can't find it, but big up to you mention that, because it's true, right? When was the last time we could sit here and go, why is he playing? Oh, what's going on?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And Leeds fans always like something to complain about. If it weren't Cooper started, it'd been the fact that Bamford's on the bench, bro. Do you know what I mean? Why is Bamford on the bench? Yes, bro. Yeah. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to quickly get the lineup up for you, mate, so you can have a look.
I've just seen Adams isn't playing for.
Yeah, so can you see that all right, mate, on the screen?
Yes.
Does that look all right?
That's fine, yeah.
I'll just zoom in a little bit.
Their lineup's interesting.
Where's it gone now? Oh, no, I've gone the wrong way. I'll zoom out.
Lineups there, Joe. Lineups next to details.
Oh, that's why, because I've shortened the screen. There you go. So, are you surprised at their lineup at all, mate? Obviously,
I am,
with
not the back four, the back five, I guess, is kind of what we expected. Alcaraz coming in, that's interesting. Smallbone, yeah. Flynn Downs, yeah. But no, Adams.
Yeah, it's strange, isn't it? Do you think that's for legs, maybe, in the front line? Because we know how good Sonny Marner can be, and Adam Armstrong and Stewart are much more mobile than Shea, you would imagine. I know he's great at holding it up and stuff, but they are a bit more mobile, right?
Adam Armstrong, definitely. I don't know about Stuart Armstrong. He might... I don't know. It's an interesting one. I know Suleiman, obviously, on his day, is probably one of the best wingers in the league because he's just very good. But he's not been good so far. But yeah, interesting one. It's on. I'd have thought they'd have gone maybe a bit more speed up top, maybe a Dozy as well to try and go 1v1s with our fullbacks potentially. I don't know. That's interesting. Maybe they've had some injuries, some fitness issues. Like you said, they'll be playing midweek as well, won't they? So.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. Obviously, Leeds United lineup looks like this. In terms of what the bench looks like, Leeds United, folks. Sorry, I just. So we have Karl Darlow, Luke Ayling, Joe Rodon, Ilya Gruyev, Archie Gray, Jadon Anthony, Paveda, Gelhart, and of course Patrick Bamford. Depending on how the game goes, mate, do you see Bamford coming on and having an impact at all?
I don't think he'll come on, no.
No, bit too soon.
A little too early, yeah.
Yeah. It's just about getting him, in the match day squad and that again, I'd imagine.
Although, if he's in, like you say, he's in the squad, maybe, but
you never know, do you?
Rutter and Pirro seem to be quite well in terms of fitness, don't they? They seem to play every 90 minutes. So.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Looking at the lineups, are you confident still? Are you still buoyant? What score did you go for yesterday, mate? I can't remember. I said 4-1, didn't I?
I said a little 1-0.
1-0. Do you think it's going to be that tight?
Probably not, but you never know. You never know with this league, do you? That's it.
No, that's true, and the mad thing is, like, on the 12th Man podcast that I do, obviously Liam's a Southampton fan. He's in that group, and he was saying, like, it'll either be tight 2-1 Southampton or Leeds will spank us 5-0 or something. Do you know what I mean? So I think they're not the most confident over that.
They've made a lot of changes though, which might, as a team, I'm sure Farke wouldn't have expected the 3 or 4 changes they've made. So it'd be slight adjustments maybe in how we play potentially. We'll have to see first how they're set up, and then we'll have to adjust. So yeah, Stuart Armstrong on the left as well. Yeah, no Adams. Is he on the bench? I couldn't see.
He was, wasn't he? Yeah, I think.
Was he on the bench? Yeah, he is.
Yeah. I thought he was. Yeah. I'm surprised he hasn't started him, mate. If I'm being totally honest, but I guess it depends on what he's asking them to do. If you know what I mean. What he may have a certain plan. Like according to Liam, as I said, he said they sort of sat off Middlesbrough more so than they had in any of the other games and still lost. Do you know what I mean? So he's not quite sure how Russell Martin he'll tackle this game. He was saying earlier, but I think out of the two, he's probably better to sit off, if that makes sense. Because I think look, Leeds United's plan will be, I'd imagine, give them the ball, win it up high, or win it at turn the ball over and just attack at will, because they're going to leave so many spaces. I'd imagine that's what the plan is.
Yeah, when they get really kind of confident and they push both fullbacks forward and they've kind of just got two at the back, that's when you need to set traps to win the ball, because that's when you'll out-overload them on, 4v1, 3v1s at times. So, that's we've got to be patient in this game. I think whether they're playing well or not, they still maintain a lot of possession, because that's what they are. So there will be times where they have a lot of the ball. So we need to just let that out, and then once we get it, let's be effective when we have it. And at times, obviously, it's interesting this because we're both possession-based teams, so it's always interesting as to who is the team that relies on that. And I think Southampton will more, to be honest. I think we're good without the ball. That's what I've noticed this year. We've got a lot better when we sit in our little block. When teams have a bit of pressure, we're quite comfortable in that. So we might let them have that ball and then look for them triggers when we can press. So. Interesting.
Yeah, I was just having a look back through the message because someone had said it. I think it's 27 games now without a clean sheet for Southampton as well. I know they haven't had one this season, but that dates back, and we know how difficult that can be. And that's why I lauded that clean sheet against Sheffield Wednesday and got bad for it. But look at Southampton, for example. They'd have loved a clean sheet against Sheffield Wednesday. They won the game 2-1, but now, since 27 games? That's way back when, So, but yeah, Liam said, just to quote him, he said, one sec, let me find it. It's quite funny, actually. I did have it just a second ago, and now it's gone. He said, "Oh, we're awful in transition. We tried to sit back against Borough last week, and we were even worse." So we'll have to wait and see how they go on about tackling it. Just while I remember, folks, as well, a massive Leeds fan by the name of Asif Rahman, who has his own concierge service. If you need cars, hotels, holidays, he's got quite an esteemed clientele is what I would say, but he is offering something for peasants like me and you. I joke, of course, but yeah, a number of Asif's social medias and the like are in the description to this video, so please do check him out. Billionaire concierge, along with Mayfair Lifestyle, UK-based discounts on holidays and etc. etc. You want to go to the boxing, you needed tickets, boom, check it out. If you want to go to the footy, you want to be in a box, boom, check it out. He can sort you out. He's got connections, is what I'm saying, okay? Yes. And he's promised me if Leeds United get promoted, he'll pay for it. Like, he'll get me a holiday abroad. So we'll wait and see, innit? I'll be coming back, Asif, if you still watch. You say you're going to take me abroad. So we'll see, innit? We'll see. Because he needs to start saving up because Leeds United are going up, I think. Yeah, for sure. Listen, I've gone for I have like little cheeky pound bets, mate. Nothing too crazy. I had Jack Clark anytime and Sunderland win last night, which was decent. But today I've gone Leeds to score over 2.5 goals with Pirot and Rutter to score anytime. What do you reckon? Pirot and Rutter, and
I mean, realistically, yeah. I mean, on that form, yeah. We have 0-0 or 3-0 in it, so
yeah, exactly. yeah, I think that might come in. Danny says, "Joe, you're not going on holiday then?" We are going up, man. Of course we are. Someone's just said, "Why is Byram out?" He's not, mate. Byram's playing at left back, which is good to see because he's got a tough operator up against him today in Suleiman. Suleiman. How do I say? Yeah, no, but is it Kamaluddin Suleimana?
Yeah.
I've just had a
Kalamadine.
Yeah. I thought so. The only reason
Kamaldeen.
Yeah. The only reason I had that brain fart, because on Southampton's actual graphic on their Twitter, they've put his first name, but I knew it was, and then I just confused myself. But yeah, it is what it is. listen, someone's just said the defense is flaky. It is. That's the main issue, isn't it, for Southampton? Bednarak, sometimes you look at players and say, yeah, he was a Premier League player, but when you actually think about it, Bednarak's poor and has been poor at Southampton for quite some time. I think, Vestergaard was their shining light for a period of time before he moved to Leicester and bombed. But Bednarak was not great then. And, so the fact that he's still there, I mean, this is more his level for me. But I look at the rest in that back line. I think the weak link for me is definitely Jan Bednarak. I don't know what your thoughts are.
Yeah, I think has a back four, to be honest. I think it's the style they play. And like I said, like Pep Guardiola does the same thing. He pushes both fullbacks forwards. The difference is they're world class at what they do. Southampton don't have the players to do that efficiently, and they will leave gaps in behind. So, and then you're exploiting the two centre backs who are not quick, right? Howard Bellis, I still think he's a brilliant centre back. He's not quick. He's not the quickest centre back. He's quite slow. So you're really kind of shafting your centre backs if you lose the ball. So yeah, Bednarak 1v1 as well. I think you're backing our players, aren't you? Especially Jorginho and Somerville. So that's to be gone at. If we 1v1 any of them defenders, they're in big trouble, I think. So, but look, they might have a game plan for us. They might change up a little bit. I don't know. I doubt they'll change too much because that's their style. But I'm just looking at Alcaraz there. I do quite like. I do think he's a good player that he's come in now. I think he was injured near the start of the season, so he's just coming back into it. But he's dangerous in there, quite creative and tenacity on the ball. So
yeah,
got to watch out.
He did all right in the Premier, mate. To be fair,
yeah,
for
decent
the odd games. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at Adozi as well. Can come on and cause some problems. Armstrong, quick, last man runner, can finish. So. Definitely, and Sulemara, is it Sulemara?
I've got it in your head now, haven't you? You're
like, he's good, isn't he? They bought him for quite a bit of money.
Very good.
So you've got to be careful, but at the end of the day, let's just play our game and just be what I say this every week. Just be what we can be.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
When you mentioned there, Joe, about the clean sheets, I ain't deeped it. Have we conceded a single goal in September?
No, I don't think so, mate. No.
That's wild, isn't it?
Yeah. Especially when you consider where we were at.
Yeah, a single goal. So correct me in the chat, but it's 4 games, isn't it, without a goal? Is it 5 now? 4, isn't it?
4 clean sheets. Yeah.
That's wild. 4 in a row. Us. That's decent. Like I said with Southampton, they've not got over that barrier yet. They're still doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas we've got over that mental barrier, which is good. The other mental barrier is now when we go ahead, we know we can win. Last year, we conceded, and when we went ahead, we'd lose the lead. This year, when we go ahead, we know we can win. So there's some mental barriers now. The other mental barrier now we've kind of got is winning more than 1 in a row because we've not done that yet this season, have we? So this might be it. This could be the chance. So we've got to get over that and go on a bit of a run. Salford, was that in September, Salford?
League. We only talk about Legos. We don't.
Come on.
We don't know about no Carabao Monster Drink Cup, man. It is what it is. It's all about the moose juice, man. Listen, Carabao Cup, Schmarabao Cup. No one cares, do they? Let's make it 5. Someone says, Vega, listen, if we beat Southampton today, I think there's a lot of apprehension. That's what it is. I don't even know if apprehension and nerves are the right word, but I just think Leeds fans, we're expecting a downfall. That's what it is. We're expecting something. We're like, it can't be this good. It can't continue to be this good. Ooh, Southampton, this is a real acid test. When you actually deep it, they're rubbish, man. They're not great. On paper, yes. I'm just saying, like, it's the Leeds fan in us. It's the football fan in you that's going, oh, I don't know. I'm really nervous. Give it 10, 15 minutes. When we've weathered their early 5-minute spell and then we start to dominate, we'll be going, listen, this is easy. What? You know what I mean? Like, I get it. I do get the apprehension, but I just think that's because we're expecting a fall and because it's been that good. And it sort of like went up to a crescendo against Watford and we're like, oh my God, this is it. We're back. This is what we do. So I just think, that's what's bringing us down. Whereas we need to get back to what we felt like under Bielsa in terms of going into every game thinking we're going to spank these. We're going to spank these today. Yeah. I do think this would be a massive shot in the arm because we have to look. It's how you they were beat they've been beaten by everybody. If we then lose, it's like, oh, for God's sake, Leicester smashed them up, which they did. Like when you watch that game, Leicester we're all over them. We're all over them. So I just think, yeah, people say I'm far too. I am confident. I don't think I'm far too confident. I'm genuinely confident just because I've seen Southampton this season. I've seen how poor they've been. I've seen how good that we are being and will continue to get. I can only see one winner, Lockie. Is it overconfidence, do you think?
Oh, when you're winning, you're always overconfident, aren't you? I'm the same, whether it's working in football or watching football, whether it's, and it's not even football, anything. When you're doing well, you're confident. When you've revised for a test, you think you're going to smash it, then you fail. That's the way it is, You look at your grade and you've got a D and you thought, I thought I was going to get an A in that. I thought I did well. After exams, you'd always go, your mates, oh, what did you answer for that one? And you're like, oh, yeah, I've got this. No, terrible. But yeah, no, just be what you want. Like, if you're happy, you're happy. I'm always happy. Like, well, if we lose, I won't be. But, like, at the end of the day, like, even when we went up on the Bielsa, we lost 10 games that season. And we drew a handful. It's going to happen, but we need a run at this point in the season, don't we? We need a winning run. We're on a decent run, but we need a winning run. 3 or 4 games winning in a row before the international break. And imagine in the international break where we've gone unbeaten from Birmingham. That'd be excellent. Look,
would be.
I'm looking forward to it. I always am. I'm always excited to watch Leeds, especially when we're playing well. And it's that Watford, for me, that Watford game felt like Stoke under Bielsa.
Yeah.
We've arrived type, Everyone in the stadium after was clapping. It was like, okay, that was good. So let's hope we can carry that on.
100%. And I think we will be able to do just that, mate. Obviously, we're not too far away from kickoff. Man, I'm getting excited, bro.
I'm nervous.
Yeah, I think you're nervous, are you?
Mate, when I play football, no nerves. When I watch it, it's weird. Yeah, can't do it about it, can you, when you're watching it? It's horrible.
No. It is what it is. I think we're going to be all right, mate. Listen, the thing is, we've seen now as a team, if we can get the first goal, then it's hard to catch us. Do you know what I mean? And I just think when Leeds get the first goal, the impetus is then on the team to come out and play. And we leave gaps in behind and we can punish them. And I feel that that's the tactic that Southampton are going to play regardless of what score is. Do you see what I'm saying? And I think Daniel Farke's looked at it and gone, do you know what? We're so good in transition. We're so good on the counter attack. This is the way we're going to play. And yeah, I think we'll be happy to soak it up for periods and then just go right, buff.
Yeah.
Because they will see a lot of the ball. They will do that. They might even dominate it, bro. But
that's fine.
As
long as we're more effective with it and we have our moments and we take our chances and be clinical, that's all we need to do.
Exactly, man. We've got Joel Pirot. We've got Gio Rutter.
Yeah. We've got Dan James on the way.
Well, yeah, maybe. We'll see.
We've got Chris Somerville. There you go.
Yeah. Well, I'll probably spend 45 minutes cursing Dan James again, but I just think the thing is with Dan, he can get away with it in the Championship, in the Premier League. That game against Watford, we lose that, and what I mean by that is we don't take our chances and we gift them one and they score it. Do you know what I mean? And then we're chasing a game. I just think it's the Championship, so we can forgive him. But yeah, he's got the most assists in the league. What can I say? Do you know? What can I say? But listen, it's I don't want to say it's a tough test. I guess any game's a tough test, but it's a test for me that I'll be disappointed pre-match if we don't win. Now, obviously, if the game develops a certain way, then I might be like, all right, okay, it's cool. But I think pre-match, it's a game that I want 3 points from.
Absolutely, I agree. I do think it'll be tough though. I think it's just because
you don't think it'll be as easy as I think it.
No, I think we'll still have areas we can where we'll exploit them. We have to take our chances in those moments, but they do still create chances in games that they're losing. They do that. They've just not been clinical in areas, so it'll be tough. They've got good players as well. All it takes, like I said, Sulamara to turn up, and that's the guy that's going to create a few chances in the game, something like that. So yeah, we've just got to be good as we can be, and we should be all right.
Yeah, 100%. Well, I'll let you go get comfy, mate. We're just a couple of minutes away from kickoff. If you're around at half time, feel free to feel free to join me, mate. But enjoy the game, pal, and I'll see you on the other side. 3-0 by half time. All right. Bye-bye. Bye. Thanks there to Ben Lott, what a legend. Over 1,000 people in the house. Please do smash a like on the video. As the saying goes, pay your rent and smash a like. We're just 3 minutes away from kickoff now. I may be slightly behind, folks, because, yeah, is it better with or without? I think it's better with, but then it also knocks out all the names, doesn't it? So probably without, but I just like having the board around. I'm a bit anal like that. Please do smash a like if you haven't already. Mods are getting shots fired at them. Hope you're all doing well. Someone said at Locks. Is Locks in the chat? Or you talk? Some people call Locky Locks, don't they? Yeah, I don't know. We'll wait and see. Found stream through Ellen Battle on Twitter. Yeah, right. Okay, there you go. Right. We're not too far away from kickoff now, anyway, folks. So it's going to be a good day. The teams are on the way out anyway. It is, of course, Leeds United versus Southampton at St Mary's. Come on, Leeds. Both two relegated sides. Listen, Southampton on a downward spiral. Haven't been great of late, but here we go. We've got Matt says watching from Melbourne Stadium. Looks half empty. It is. Complacency worries us. Yeah, that's fair. Listen, don't forget to smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, get your comments in, and of course hit the notification bell. There's my man Locks. He says 4-0 Leeds. It best be, bro, because if we don't beat them like you did, I know you'll be coming for my brother. But I think we'll be all right. But listen, we're going to be all right. Leeds United are going to smash these up. Let's go! Oh, I'm feeling giddy now. Leeds to score over 2.5 goals. That's 3. Pirro to score. Leeds have to win after what Joe was saying about Southampton 2 weeks ago. They must. We must, bro. We must. You know, let's not pretend. We ain't here to play, bro. We ain't here to play. We're here to smoke the division. So it is what it is. Bamford back on the bench as well. Will we see him at any point? It's going to be interesting to see, isn't it? If he does come on. I think if he comes on, Leeds United fans will be fuming. Getting giddy now. Let's go. Suleimana. First championship start this season. This could be a massive shot in the arm for them, to be honest. The fact that he's, you know, starting for Southampton. So definitely one there. What about Ryan Manning as well? I hope he has a poor game. I can't lie to you. You know, there was that funny tweet, weren't there, and all like that. So Dan James 4 assists so far this season. West Brom 1, Millwall 1 and 2 against Watford. Come on, Daniel. But we're not too far away from kickoff now, folks. I know some of you might have already watched. I'll be watching. Be nice to people and don't spoil it in the chat, folks. Just having me Luca. Let's be confident, folks. Daniel Farker looking cool as all. What about that touch, eh? When he brought out the ground. Love it. Listen, folks, don't forget to smash a like on the video. We've only got 974 watching live. That's not like you, folks. So if you haven't already, smash a like on the video. Help support the channel, pay your rent, and smash the like on the video. There's just 991 of you watching currently. What's going on? We normally got over 1,000 and it's about to kick off. Let's sort that out, please, folks. So please do smash a like. Let me just double check where we're at with that. We're on 500 and odd. So yeah, let's get that smashed up. Let's get to let's get that close to 1,000 if we can, folks. That'll be great. Right, here we go. I know I'm slightly behind, folks, but say slightly, a full minute, I think. But there you go. It's going to be Will Smallbone to kick us off, folks. Referee just about to blow his whistle. And it's live. We are underway, folks. Southampton go straight back to Bazunu and look to go long, looking to put pressure on Leeds United straight away. But, of course, Strauch deals with that and heads it, no bother at all. There's Jan Bednarak putting it up. They're asking for offside on Suleimana. It's given. I don't know if they're going to try a long ball, if that's their plan. You don't know. Russell Martin's had a week to work on it. I just don't think he's as good tactically as people made out. And I think Daniel Farke will smoke him. But we shall see. I'm going to need to plug my headphones in. Because sounds like they're about to go out. Oh, press there was Pascal, but goes upfield, which is good to see. Don't want none of that, do we? I don't know. There we go. Should be all right there. Another offside there against Southampton. So it definitely looks like they're going to try and go direct, folks, doesn't it? In the early exchanges anyway, it looks like they're just going, look. Justin Thomas says 5-0 Leeds Bamford to come on and score. Love that. Member for 12 months. Big up to you, Justin. Thanks for all your support, brother. First real chance here for Leeds. Pirro brings it down. I tell you what, that's not a bad ball through to Rutter either. But you can see straight away, Leeds win it in the middle of the pitch. Turnover. There's only a couple of back. So this is a positive for Leeds. Here they are, though. They've got it out to Kyle Walker-Peters. Let's see how many people they throw forward, folks. Kyle Walker-Peters, that's a lovely ball to Armstrong. Armstrong's through on goal. Oh, he scored. He scored. I can't believe it. Ouch. Wow, it's 1-0. Did not expect it, folks. I can't lie. It's a good goal. There it goes out to Kyle Walker-Peters. He's got far too much space. And do you know what? It's such an easy ball. Where's Cooper? Where's fucking Cooper? Where's Cooper? It's too easy. And I tell you what, it's a good finish. I was backing Meslier every day of the week. I can't lie to you. I was backing Meslier because one-on-one, but that's a very good finish. It has to be. I was going to say Luke Ayling, but Liam Cooper for me. All over shop. It's too easy, the ball through. It's just peeled off the back of him. He's stood a bit all over the shop there. Big goal for Southampton this early doors. There you go. Let's wait and see, though. Southampton will be buoyed by that. Minute on the clock. It's 1-0 to Saints. Here's Ethan Ampadu. Still a long way to go. I'm not concerned. Great finish, by the way. Here's Byram. Out to Crease Somerville. He comes inside. There's Somerville. This space. He coming inside. Go on, Cree. That's a lovely ball out there to Kamara. Picking it up on the left. Here's Kamara. Glenn Kamara up against Kyle Walker-Peters. That's a challenge. Stays on his feet. Well done, Somerville. Why are you going to give a free kick there, referee? You're not going to give a free kick for a foul on Cree Somerville, but then you give it the other way. It's a madness. Craziness. There's Kamara. I don't know what Somerville's supposed to have done wrong there, if I'm being totally honest. Crazy talk. Here's Bednarak anyway. Back to Bazunu for Southampton. Don't forget to smash a like, folks. Harwood Bellis switching it. Gives it straight to Shackleton who brings it down. Lovely little touch from Jamie Shack. Ampadu into Pirro. Pirro pressed. This is good. And Armstrong's got it again here. Oh, great challenge. Great challenge, Sam Byram. Probably where Cooper should have been, but he'll do your work for you, Willie Liam. Bit all over here, Leeds. But Southampton pressing well whenever Leeds do get the ball. Rutter pressing from the front. But yeah, in terms of getting it out, Leeds United have struggled, really. Normally, we've found it pretty easy. It goes into Pirro. He's pressed. Obviously, big chance for Southampton came on the end of it. But that's a great start for Southampton. It's what Russell Martin needed. Still have a hell of a long way to go yet. Leeds really to get into their stride. But the clean sheet's gone, which is disappointing. But Howard Bellis, again, they're looking for that long ball every time, and it's nodded on. Cooper doesn't deal with it greatly. Strout was beaten in the air, Cooper. There's Dan James, brought out there by Armstrong, and that'll be a free kick. Dan James brought down. Can't be dealing with Don Goodman just bloody going on all day either. If we lose, for feck's sake. Here's Pascal. There's Jamie Shack. He's offside. Come on, Rutter. Watch your line, son. Watch your line. 1,300 people watching. If you haven't already, folks, please do smash a like. We've got 600 likes on the video currently. It's 1-0 to Southampton after a couple of minutes. Ryan Manning back to Bazunu. Howard Bellis. Rutter. Trying to engage. Goes back to Bazunu. That's better from Leeds. Great challenge that by Strauch on Alcaraz. They found a little pocket here. Heavy touch by Pirro, though, and good pressing again from Southampton. Armstrong to Kyle Walker-Peters. This is going to be a lot tougher than I expected, folks. You can see Southampton have started really well. Was the confidence misplaced by yours truly? Into Alcaraz. Can hear the Leeds fans in full voice. Small bun, little touch back there to Howard Bellis. He's the one tasked with bringing it upfield. They're looking for that switch for Suleimana every time. And he's beating Shackleton. It's going to be a tough afternoon, I feel, for Shackleton. Manning. Here's Alcaraz again for Southampton. It's all Southampton currently, folks, in these early exchanges. Flynn Downs, formerly of West Ham, of course. Shackleton just hooks it forward into Rutter. Rutter tries to bring it down. Bednarak puts him on the deck. Poor touch, that by Rutter. And here's Flynn Downs. They're looking to get Suleimana in every single time. Corner ball. Suleimana's really causing Leeds United problems, folks. Jamie Shackleton is going to have to have a very good game. This is where we needed Spence. Southampton looking by far the more dangerous of the two sides. But it seems to be Howard Bellis up on halfway. Like that every time for Suleimana. Here's Armstrong with the corner. Headed out by Strauch. So we need someone to just engage Howard Bellis because it looks like Bednarak's not the one. He's giving it to Howard Bellis and that ball for Suleimana. Manning, that looks like a decent cross, but headed by Sam Byram. It'll go for another corner. It's going to be another corner. Plenty to aim at. I don't get too concerned about Leeds United at corners as much as I used to. Famous last words, probably. Can't go two down, though, that's for sure. Cross. That looks a good one. Mellier's... He did have someone on top of him, though. I'm not going to accost Mellier for that. I thought he did well enough there. I think he... Yeah, he's all over him there, isn't he? Howard Bellis, to be honest. To be fair, Ampadu pushed Howard Bellis, so he got quite lucky, really. I think he catches it if Ampadu doesn't push him into him, but Mellier has to watch it. All over us here at the minute, Southampton, in terms of the press. We need that ball to get out. Cooper doesn't really want it. Yeah, you can see there, look, Mellier is unhappy straight away there with Cooper. Cooper didn't want it, man. I'm telling you, Cooper didn't want it. Could tell that. Here is Cooper. He didn't want the fucking ball. He was ball watching for their first goal. Oh, God, man. It's not looking good, is it? That decision to start Coops. Let's be honest. Early exchanges. I know it's early, but it's not looking. It's not looking a good decision. The centre back partnership all season has been solid. The 2 times Liam Cooper's played, he's looked shaky. He's ball watching for the first goal, and then the pass from Melier there, and he's a bit all over the shop for me. Here's Ryan Manning for Southampton. Howard Bellis out wide. Cut out by Byram, does well. Here's Crease, Somerville, Adam Armstrong's chasing him. It's a foul and it's from behind and it's going to be a yellow card. That's good to see from the referee. Please do smash a like on the video, folks, if you haven't already. It's from behind. Yeah, it's a definite yellow. That means he's got to watch himself at rest at game, which is fine. Somerville's set pieces have been decent this season. See if he's got to aim at. Oh, God. Is anyone else thinking it's going to be one of them afternoons? That's a terrible set piece. It's fuming there, Farker, with that. Not good, that, from Somerville at all. You have a chance to, you know, test Southampton from a set piece. And Sopo Bednarak into Suleimana. There's Ryan Manning. He's offside. Armstrong's offside. He's offside. He's offside. He was offside. The referee not... Idiocy, man. Here's Strauch being pressed. There's no pass out for Leeds currently. They're a bit all over the shop. He was offside anyway, Don Goodman, you absolute plank. Shackleton's throw is piss poor. Strout, good head, and again. There's Alcaraz though. No foul lead. Zampadu gets across. Good challenge that. $30 on the clock. Southampton have been streets ahead, folks. Leeds United haven't really got their foot on the ball, haven't really been able to get a grip on the game at all. It's been good pressing, good setup from Southampton. Howard Bellis looking for that ball straight away for Suleimana every time. That's something they've clearly worked on. There's Cooper. And Pascal back to Ilian. There's Pascal Strauch into Jamie Shackleton. He has to check back. No pass on for him. See, good pressing this from Armstrong from the front. So throw in for Leeds. High up the pitch. Let's see if we can get our foot on it a little bit. But you can see straight away Strauch had the ball and Armstrong's already running at him to cut the pass off to Melier, to Cooper. So they've set up really well. Here's Piru into Dan James. Out to Rutter. Rutter up against Manning. First real chance for him to run at him. Rutter. Go on, Gio. Has a strike. Oh, Bazunu can only palm it away, and that is a corner ball. Not a bad effort from Gio Rutter. Right idea, comes in from the left-hand side, sees a sight of goal and says, do you know what? I'm having a go. Bazunu should catch it. I don't know what he's doing there. Bazunu, not great. I think he should have saved it. Piece of piss. But anyway, corner ball, Somerville. He's not caught it. Again, Bazunu, he's just punched it out straight to a Leeds player. Needs to learn how to catch the ball. Dan James has give it away, though. Dan James gives it away. He's off the pitch, but what's that? He's off the pitch. But if he's off the pitch, they don't have to put it out, do they? Yeah, there's no luck with him, man. He's landed on his back. Poor lad. Get a grip. Anyway, it's a throw in Leeds. Anyway, it shouldn't be going back to them. He was off the bloody pitch. Russell Martin there. Daniel Farke getting into Ampadu. I think he's maybe having a little change, maybe. He's saying to Ampadu, I need you here, I need you there. Get the ball there, turn. Let's go, Ethan. You know? So be a tactical battle throughout the full 90 minutes. Leeds United are not done by a long way. It's only 1-0. Little switches here and there. Get us back into the game. I'm not concerned yet. There is Suleimana. Heavy touch goes out. It's going to be a Leeds United throw. Jamie Shackleton looks beat already, doesn't he? He looks knackered. Rutter tries to beat Manning, but wins Leeds a throw-in in the process. Come on, someone give Jamie an option, man. Just throws it straight to Manning. Ampadu, well done. Ampadu wins it high up the pitch. There's Dan James. Tries to turn. Doesn't come off, but it goes to Kamara. Here's Somerville with Byram on the overlap. There's Byram. Bit too close to Kyle Walker-Peters for me, but he's found Somerville. Somerville. Tries to pick out Ampadu. A little bit heavy. Somerville. Great challenge. Pascal. Oh, Pirro. That's a free kick and a yellow card, ref. Smallbone. John Joe Shelby looking creep. Yeah. Do you know what? Great. That was unreal, that from Strauch. Smallbone anyway. Yellow card. That's 2 yellow cards now for Southampton. Referee's not keeping him in his pockets, that's for sure. Here's Ampadu to Shackleton. Kamara. Apparently that was not a free kick. He was in the back of him. Don't know about that being hunted down. Kamara having to drop in now. Look, Kamara dropping in. This is helping though, isn't it? Because they've seen that now, and it's like a case of saying, look, Ampadu's not getting it. So Kamara, you're going to have to now come in and drop in and get it. And he's done just that. And he's getting Leeds up the pitch. Rutter draws a foul. No, nothing given. Okay, referee. Byram. And we're seeing Rutter drop in now as well. This is better from Leeds. More of the ball. Here's Pirro. Dan James. Looking for his 5th assist of the season. Dinked up. Oh, it's headed out by Smallbone. But again, this is better from Leeds. Here's Glenn Kamara. Nice little shift of the body. Here's Byram. Byram cuts in. Back post, Jobby. Oh, why aren't you running in there, Dan? But Leeds United now getting on the ball, peeps. This is what I'm saying. This is good. This is good. Leeds United getting on the ball. Honestly. James. I don't know how that happened there. Whatever happened, but he lost the ball. There's Rutter. Ref, man, he's all over him. Honestly, Southampton are all over us. That should be another yellow card. Flynn Downs pulling down Rutter. Do you know what, though? You know what that means? They're getting nervous. They're getting nervous. Leeds United are starting to tick in. There's a Southampton fan with a Barca shirt on. Make that make sense. But here we go. How many players have played for Barca that have come from Southampton, by the way? No. I'm just being petty now because we're losing. But Somerville, let's have a better delivery this time. I'm not sure that's any better, but Ampadu, it's shite. That's two shite balls now from Somerville. Really poor. Anyway, let me just check. Aston Villa 2, Brighton 0. Wow. Here's Pascal. Here's Pascal. Rutter's trying to drop deep and get on the ball. Take confidence from that. Leeds United are trying to change things, you know. Kamara dropping in. Rutter doing the same. Watch the runner, Kyle Walker-Peters. Ball watching there, Kamara. Strout gets across though. Strout, really good. Really good. Pascal's like a different player this season. Absolute rock, isn't he? Here is Ilian. There's Glenn Kamara. And here's Sam Byram. Sam Byram into Somerville. Somerville rolls Kyle Walker-Peters. Well done, Cree. Go on, Cree, son. Somerville, that's a good knock. Headed out by Manning. James will chase it, though. And James quicker than anyone on the pitch, to be fair. Pirro, Ampadu. This is better from Leeds. See much more of it. Dan James gets it taken off him a little bit too easily there. They've won the ball. Pirro, oh, great challenge, but it's come out to Kamara. Kamara to Byram. It's coming, Leeds fans. It's coming. You know, I don't know what Manning's doing there, to be honest. Manning falls over the ball. Dan James manages to give it Pirro. Gets closed down. Kamara, his touch is heavy, so he couldn't get the shot off. And Byram slices it. But the chances are coming for Leeds. That's what I will say. Suleimana trying to beat a few bodies. Can't do it. Cooper getting pressed here. Just has to hook it forward. Does manage to find Somerville. Kyle Walker-Peters is all over him, ref. We're going to... Why are they complaining? My man's got him by the neck. He's not Kane. Do you know what I mean? He's not about to choke slam him and they're complaining about it get blown up. What is going on here, man? It's quite dirty if you ask me. They're really getting amongst it, roughing it up. It's not something I normally suspect with the Saints team, to be honest. Cooper, what are you doing, mate? Take the free kick, you absolute bean. Cooper looking down the line. Ooh, Rutter rolls his man, but Bazzuno comes out. There's Armstrong anyway, back to Bazzuno. Alcaraz finds Smallbone. There's Kyle Walker-Peters. Playing a bit dangerously here, Southampton. Maybe the confidence is growing, but that'll play into Leeds. 24 minutes. I do feel a big chance is coming for Leeds soon. Bednarek to Suleimana. Turns out. Don't know what he's doing there. Ampadu into Kamara. Kamara's got space now. That's better. Dan James. Shite touch, really, Dan. Shite touch, poor pass. The touch is better, the pass is better. Looking for Armstrong. Cooper wins the header. Byron will get there and just puts his foot through it. That's what the forcing leads into, folks. Bit of a hoof. Got something in my eye, I swear. There's Bednarak. It's not a bad knock, that, to be honest, for Manning, but Strout reads it. Again, Strout levels above. So good at the back. Here he is again. Pascal with the ball at his feet, gives it to Jamie Shack. Here's Mellier. Strouk again, having to take the ball off him. His only real option. Downs goes back to Bazunu. Game's lost its real bit of sting at the minute. Slowed down. Southampton just happy to keep the ball. Bazunu out to Kyle Walker-Peters. Across goes Somerville. Somerville, don't stop running, pal. Why have you stopped there, Somerville? Walker-Peters with the strike. Here is Somerville. Want another yellow there, I think, Leeds, but yeah. Somerville now on the deck. Don Goodman just mentioning there, Somerville. He does just let him go and then slows down, look. What's all that about? It is poor from Somerville, to be honest. Just waiting to draw the foul. The only thing I was thinking in my head is he expecting Leeds to win the ball back and he can get away. He's hurt his shoulder. Does anyone get the impression Somerville might have had enough? What do you reckon? Do we think he's had enough? Was poor from Cree, innit? I'm just looking at some of our comments. Yeah, it was poor. Does he not fancy it? Don't know. Bamford there, just warming up. Don't think he's going to be coming on at the left wing now, is he, folks? Imagine he came on and scored winner. Cigar time. Somerville looks like he's hurt his shoulder, though. I don't think he wants to know. Here's their goal again, 2 minutes. Byram as well, man. Trying to play him offside. I feel that Cooper's ball watching. It's just played in between them. Not great. And it's a great finish by Armstrong, by the way. Normally, Mellier is so good in one-on-ones, but he's just dinked it over him. And it's a great finish by Armstrong. Has to be said. Here's Melly anyway with a free kick. Somerville. Is he going to be okay to continue? You better be. Anyway, here's Bednarak. Jan Bednarak into Howard Bellis. Don't think that ball's on for Suleimani yet. That's what they're looking for. Somerville's back on anyway, folks. Don't forget as well, if you can, pay your rent and smash a like on the video, folks. Just easy for you to do, nice and free. Just massively helps the channel. With growth, analytics and all that jazz. So if you can like the video, that'd be great, please. Here's Bednarak. Picked up by Armstrong on the left. Gets Suleimana in. That's a good ball, that. It's too easy, that. Who the fuck's watching him there? Ah, that is embarrassing, that. How easy was that, man? Suleimana's on all the time. Fucking shite, man, I'm telling you. That was too easy, that. How was he just being allowed to ghost in there and find the back of the net? It's embarrassing. I think it's Kamara, you know. But that ball onto Suleiman is causing problems all the time. Again, in between the centre-backs, just like Armstrong. Where's Smallbone? Somerville, what are you doing? Where are you? Again, Somerville. Cree Somerville. That's 2. Get him off. If you're not going to fucking run for the cause, feck off, mate. That is twice in the space of 5 minutes. Embarrassing. Smallbone's been allowed to ghost in there. My man's just jogging alongside it. He makes a run, doesn't even bother. I thought it was Kamara. It wasn't. It was Somerville. Somerville, again. Again. Shite. Embarrassing, that. Too easy. Suleimana's cooking Shackleton. But I don't think there's any other right back we could say wouldn't. You know, so we're not going to... You're not going to be expecting... You know, Ayling to do... I'm not saying Ayling would be doing better. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to rewrite history, but I'm just saying Suleiman is just levels above what we've got on the right-hand side. Leeds... He's offside. Dan, don't, man. We haven't got started, have we? We haven't got started. We had a 5-minute spell, first half. I don't know, about 15, 20 minutes between that time. But outside of that, rubbish. And Somerville let Kyle Walker-Peters go. And there, he's the closest to Smallbone. Doesn't react. Doesn't chase him. Yeah. If you're not going to run for the cause, mate, then get your son in the bin. You know what I mean? He complaining of his hurt shoulder or whatever. Terrible. Terrible. How about Bellis Cooper? High up the pitch, winning the ball. That's Kamara. Oh, he's getting a yellow card. Referee's giving him out. Well, we said, didn't we? No, obviously not. But like, I don't get this. Why do Leeds fans, when you're Leeds fans, want to say, oh, why? Like, someone, I think someone else said, remind me of your prediction, Joe. Yeah, you get them wrong from time to time. What do you want? Are you enjoying that Leeds are losing? To come in and go, oh, you said we were going to win. Yeah, I fucking did think we were going to win. What's your problem? We've won 4 on the spin. It's mad. It's mad how you want to try and like then come and use that. You should be annoyed. Go be annoyed. Don't be coming at me because I thought we would win a game of football. Here's Kyle Walker-Peters. Somerville. Yeah, you can press from the front all you want, mate. Go backwards as well, you know? Here's Bazunu. There's Armstrong, brings it down. Into Downs. Goes across to Suleimana. He'll have Manning on the overlap. Comes inside. 2 people going for the same fecking ball. Suleimana picks out Armstrong. It's 3. Get in the bin. This is embarrassing. I can't believe what's going on. Oh, no. It is 3. We've been cooked. We're all over the shop. This is not good, man. I can't believe this is happening in front of my very eyes. Do you know what's happened there, right? Again, Suleimana has just basically done Dan James. And watch this, right? So it goes out to Suleimana. Dan James and Strauch have been... Dan James and Shackleton are both going for Manning. Talk to each other, which has allowed Suleimana to come inside. Great pass. And do you know what? Byram's been twisted upside and out, and Strauch, yeah, it beats everyone. Embarrassing. Not great at all today, folks. Really bad. I think it is going in anyway, but it's 3-0. My God, I don't think any of us expected this, did we? Whoa! Did not expect this to happen, folks. 3-0. We hadn't conceded in September, and we've conceded 3 in 35 minutes. Big changes needed at half-time. 10 minutes left to half-time, folks, but Southampton are battering us. Suleiman is... This is the thing, though, about communication and stuff as well. Like, Ryan Manning's gone on the overlap, and Shackleton and Dan James have both gone towards the overlap, allowing Suleiman to just come in, and he's just picked out his man. Cooper with a good challenge. He's a chance for Leeds, maybe. Consolation. Rutter finds Shackleton. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, an advantage. Why have you pulled it back? Alcaraz is getting a yellow card. I don't know why he's pulled it back, though. Oh, there's 2. Is it 2 yellow cards? I don't know. Cooper wins the ball. Oh, what's... Why is Alcaraz... I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but listen, set piece to come in. Leeds are falling apart again in this game. Shocking performance. Really poor. Somerville, he's had 3. This will be his 3rd go at it. Can he make it decent? Somerville, it's not a bad knock, but headed out by Southampton, and Armstrong puts his foot through it. Jamie Shackleton has to go back to Melier. Leeds have it all to do. If you can get one before half-time, you just never know, do you? But just haven't really got going. I think we had 5 minutes, I would say, where I was saying, oh, it's going to come, and then, nah, being twisted up. Twisted up, put in a spliff and smoked. There's Rutter into James. Dan James comes inside. It's a foul. Suleimana says he's got the ball. It's going to get a little bit spicy, I think, as well. Ampadu's taking it quick. Here's Rutter. Oh, the passing to Dan James is so poor. Big changes needed, people are saying. Just looking. We did. We did get very confident. Southampton have had so many bookings, you know. No one expected this. They've been clinical, haven't they? What's kicking off now? Alcaraz. It is. It's gonna spill over this. Is that Alcaraz already had a yellow or what? Let me check. Has that Alcaraz already had a yellow? No, he hasn't, has he? It's 3-0 Villa as well. 3-0 Villa versus Brighton. Bloody hell, eh? Bednarak being an absolute fanny. Ampadu will dust him up. Five minutes till half time. Can't come quick enough. Alcaraz to Kyle Walker-Peters. Back to Harwood Bellis. As Ampadu into James. James to Rutter. The pass is too heavy, Dan! I expect him to trap that, man. You're fiving it at him. Oh, Daniel Farker's having words with Russell there. He says something like, come on, Russell, or something like that. Russell Martin will be buzzing, though. You know he will. Bazunu goes long. Underneath it there. Wants a free kick, does Byram. Armstrong just backs into him, but nothing given. Throw in. Here's Armstrong. Challenge, it's going to be a throw. Here's Kyle Walker-Peters with the throw then. Maybe a long throw incoming. Armstrong, good feet. Byram does enough. Clears it upfield. Rutter pushing the back there, no? No, nothing given. I'm clutching at straws. That's all we've got right now, folks. It's not looking good, Brav. It's not looking good. Kyle Walker-Peters cross. Cooper headed out. Here's Suleimana. Smallbone into Flynn Downs. Southampton just dominating currently. Sorry, folks. Not really doing my best commentating, am I? All over the shop. Here's Kyle Walker-Peters. Smallbone. Howard Bellis into Alcaraz, and Southampton will just keep the ball now. This could be a really long afternoon, folks. Bazunu with the ball out wide. Think changes. I genuinely would ring them. I would bring on a few. Do you know what I mean? I would. Anthony, I'd take off Somerville if I'm honest. I'd bring on Joe Rodon. You'd just ring them, wouldn't you? Anyway, here's Howard Bellis into Kyle Walker-Peters. Dan James, good touch, mate. Well done. Run into space, Dan. Come on, Dan. Come on. Ball in. Rutter. Rutter tries to get it under his spell. Dan James. Beaten to the ball by Manning. Here's Suleimana. He's moved away. Cooper's just absolutely smashed him there. Advantage given. Cooper stepped out and smashed him. Here's Kyle Walker-Peters. This'll just kill us here, for Cross. He's over. Alcaraz. Probably going to get a yellow card, is Cooper. Got too early, and he gone up too early. Probably should do better, Alcaraz. Could have been 4. 5 minutes till half time, folks. Cross. It's a good cross. Where's Shackleton? Nowhere to be seen. And he's probably got a score there, if I'm honest. Five minutes at a time, folks. Another corner to come. Taken again. Crossed. Headed in. Oh, tell you what. Small bone underneath it. Could have been a fourth. Just don't concede a fourth before half time, eh? At least leave us, something to work with. God, man. Oh, Melia, what are we playing at here? This is Leeds United last season. Defensively, we've gone to shit. Heavy touch by Alcaraz. Won by Pirro. Dan James. Here's Bamford. Kamara. Pirro. Good ball, Pirro. There's Byram. Better from Leeds. Somerville. Kamara. Nice, Kamara. Dan James back to Somerville. Can Leeds get something before half time? Oh, Somerville, it's great head of that Howard Bellis. It looked like it were destined. One before half time, you just never know, but I don't see it. But Leeds knocking on the door. Here's Cooper to Shackleton. Strauch. It's good defending from Southampton. They're forcing Leeds back. This is not a poor pass, that Strauch. Kamara. Ampadu. We've had to go all the way back, man. Camped on the edge, queuing up, and now we're back. Pirro. Watch yourself. Yoel Pirro. Digs one out to Somerville. That's a nice little move, that. Go on, Somerville. Run at him, son. That's it. Inside you go. Ooh, takes a deflection. He's trying to make things happen now. I'll not take him off anymore. This is where we need him, but this is... Do you know what I mean? He's had a little good run there. Nearly got a nibble from Kyle Walker-Peters. And handball. It's not handball. Unnatural position down by his side. Handball! Va! Corner. Dan. Why is Dan James on set pieces? Why is Dan James got on set pieces, man? Who's made this decision? Minute and a half, folks. Oh, God, we've got Dan James and Byram going for the same ball now. Somerville's gone out to the right. Man, he's just made this decision on his own again, like, is that what we're doing? Like he's did last time. Hooked forward. Go on, Sam. Glenn Kamara return. Last 30 seconds, folks. Kamara does well. Finds Rutter. Ooh, nearly squeezes it through. Alcaraz tries to come inside. Well done, Sam Byram. Flynn Downs comes across. That's probably going to be half time. Dan James, Byram. Oh, why has he passed it? He had all that space to run into, Sam. Half time. Fucking hell. Wow. Not good, that, was it? Mad. Really bad. God. Let's get to some of your comments. Barney says, without overreacting, first team with Prem quality with... No. We can't do this, Barney. We can't do this. They've been shit. Like, let's not rewrite history. They're not. Like, Ipswich are better than these. You know, I would argue Hull City have been better than these. Before the game, you know, nah, not for me. They've been poor. Been poor. Farker's... Listen, Liam Cooper's not the only error. Let's not rewrite this whole half just because Liam Cooper's not played, because that's wild. Just because he's been played. I don't know what's Melier supposed to have done in the decisions. It's the same heads getting blamed at the same time. I would argue if Ayling was playing as poor as Shackleton was against Suleimana, everyone would be blaming him. Yes, I think personally, Cooper ball watching for the first goal doesn't look nowhere near as assured as having Rodon and Strauch, goes without saying. But he's not at all fault. I'm not sure. Maybe Lockie or someone can tell me in the comments what Melier should have done with the goals that have gone in. Yeah. So I don't. For me, I don't want to go on with the sentiment and sit here and say, "Oh yeah, first team Prem quality." No, they've been shit. They haven't won in 4. They've been getting battered 5s and 6s. We've just not been at the races. The plan's not been right, and the players haven't been at it. Do you know what I mean? Not a chance. I think for me, Somerville. I mean, he just left. Kyle Walker Peters, and then moments later did the same again with Smallbone, and Smallbone found the back of the net. You know, yeah, it is what it is. This change is needed at half time, and I'd make a few. But let's see what Lockie's got to say about it. I'm just going to mute my TV so I can hear Lockie and not that. Lockie, wow. I mean, I know you said it was going to be tight, but I don't think anyone expected this, bro. 3-0 at half time. What the?
Yeah, it's just from our perspective, it's the press is so. You know, I mentioned yesterday.
Mild.
The trigger. There needs to be a trigger. The second that guy has that ball, get on him. We're letting that guy have 2 or 3 touches, and then we're on him. It's not quick enough. By that time, they're set and they're ready to go. We have to be so much quicker on that press. If we're not going to do it, don't do it. If we are going to do it, it's got to be precise. It's got to be quick. And also my issue here, and look, we talk about the individual mistakes or whatever, but the fact it's gotten to the point where Adam Armstrong is one-on-one from the keeper by... Right. So the problem is our 2 midfielders are getting absolutely ram-ragged by theirs. Because all theirs are doing, they're going on the back line, then they're dropping deeper. And we don't know who to mark. We don't know who's marking who. They're just creating overloads then, and then we're screwed. Can't do anything about that. Yeah. Our midfield has to play a lot higher because they're way too deep. Or we have to just... Because what we're doing, Alcaraz has been marked by a centre-back. He's dropping into midfield. The centre-back's following him to avoid an overload. But then what they're doing with that is then they've just got an extra man out wide, so then they can create a 2v1. We've got... You talk about Russell Martin earlier and how Farker's going to outsmart him. Russell Martin's got his number at the moment. And we've not adapted to it. Off the ball, we have not... They seem like they've got an extra player everywhere on the pitch. Mm-hmm. And again, individually, the tackles are not good enough. The challenges are not good enough. Just running past 3 or 4 of our players, that's not good enough. There has to be a lot. We can talk about individuals, but tactically it has to change. It's not good enough. We are not, after all, we're not being productive. There's too many spaces for them. The fact that one ball through the middle can just lead to a goal is a joke. Ampadu isn't in the game. That's down to them. You can't get on the ball. They're not allowing it. That midfield has to change. Whether that's we play narrower, whether that's we bring a fullback in there when we're on the attack because they're playing very wide this game. Don't know, but something has to change tactically because it's just not good enough.
Yeah, no, I agree because we're seeing as well like Cooper's having to come up to halfway at times to win the ball off an Alcaraz or whatever because, like you say, we're just not at the races. They've got extra men in there. The press, like you say, has just been non-existent. Not good enough, and like you say, it does look like even down the I think Suleiman is causing us all sorts of
Yeah.
problems, if I'm honest. You know, the second goal. I mean, communication. It's just lackadaisical. Like when Ryan Manning goes to do the overlap, both
Oh,
Shackleton
I
and Dan
screamed
James
at that.
follow him. Yeah, I went,
Yeah.
what are you doing? And then he just came inside because he was no one there, and he plays a ball to Armstrong, and I think it's been given as an OG to Strouk, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, listen, they've been clinical. I'm not.
Yeah.
They haven't had like loads of chances, but when they have, they've taken them. But we've had none. We've had none. I don't. Have we had a shot on target, bro? I'm not too sure.
No, we've had shots at goal, but they've been blocked by their defenders,
Yeah,
which just seem to be in front of the goal every 5 seconds
yeah,
whenever we have a shot. Ours done. Yeah, I don't know. It's not good enough. We can look, as you talk about Cooper, of course, the communication for that goal is shocking. It's just a ball through the
yeah.
middle of them. One of them
So
has to do
bad.
it. And the thing
Yeah.
is, like, Cooper's left footed and Byram's right foot. It's gone in between both their strong feet. There's no excuse. He's terrible defending by both of them. It's simple
Yeah.
communication. But the fact we've allowed Adam Armstrong to be in a position where he's on the last man and that's the pass is on, that's shocking. He should not be in that position.
Mm-hmm.
What's happened in midfield? They're just moving us about. They're just rotating and we're not dealing with it. They don't know what they're doing in areas of the game. We're being out tactics. Is that a word? Out tactics. Whatever.
Yeah.
We're being outplayed at times.
Yeah. Yeah.
Although
No,
what
yeah.
we'll say, when we're on the ball and we're actually got a bit of possession and we're running at them, they can't deal with them. Chris, some of it, look, just defensively is non-existent.
Yeah, he's
at
been
times.
woeful today, bro.
But going forward though, when he drives, he's creating something. Same with Jorginho Rutter, 1v1. He's creating something. Even Dan James out wide, 1v1. He's getting the ball in the box. It's too. We're not controlling moments that we should in the game. You know, we get the ball, and when we win it high up at once or twice, we're not being decisive enough with our passes. It's too slow. They look not tired, but they just look slow and confused at times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you give it a little bit more continuity and say, do you know what, Rodon Cooper? Do you go Gray Kamara and look at it that way? Jaden Anthony. Do you even maybe bring Bamford on? Do you know what I mean? What do you do? I'd keep Dan James on. I personally would take Somerville off because I'm annoyed with him defensively, if I'm being honest. But we did see towards the back end of the half when he does get on the ball, he can cause problems. We didn't see enough of it. Yeah, I mean, Pirro's always non-existent when we're not scoring goals. That's the type of player he is, the striker that he is. Sometimes he can be a passenger. But can it be changed with just switching it straight up, or do we come out the second half and say, you know, you've got 5 minutes and this is the tactical? Because look, the mad thing is, this is a team, right? This is a team that have conceded no team's conceded more than Southampton. I'm not saying we're going to win the game, folks, but all I'm saying is all it takes is one to really set the nerves going in football, and for a team that haven't kept clean sheets, like we say, it's been 22 games. Leeds will get a chance if they find it, and they find it early. We could really set the cat amongst the pigeons. Do you expect anything, bro? Do you feel? Because I think if we don't, this is just going to be one long ass half, bro, of them just pass, and we're going to be like, just end it, man, will you?
Yeah, well, we can talk about individuals who we should bring on, but the problem for me is off the ball as well. It's not good enough. We need to find a way in which, you know, defensively or as a defensive structure, we're not being overloaded in every single position. Because like their midfield three is just running up and down straight lines, back going to our back four, then dropping deep, and we can't not dealing with it. We've got to deal with that first, and on the ball as well from the back. There's no option. Because they're 3v2 in our midfield, they've got a spare man every time. We're outmanned. We can't play out from midfield. So whether that's Byram who tucks into midfield like we did against Watford, you know, tucks into midfield and makes it 3v3, something like that. Whether that's Pirro drops even deeper or Rutter drops even deeper and receives it really deep and runs with it, I don't know. But before we look at individuals, they won't matter. If off the ball, we're shocking. We have to get off the ball right. What's the problem? Why have they scored 3 goals? Right, that's the issue. And then when we're on the ball, yes, can we be more productive? Anthony does do that for me because I like the way Anthony picks the ball up in half spaces and runs with it. He's really good at that. He can change this game if attacking, but it doesn't matter when you're 3-0 down. You have to look, well, they could easily score 2 or 3 more in this by doing the same thing because they keep doing it. We have to stop that, whatever that is. And that's them having too much time in midfield or in certain areas and just playing a through ball on our last line. Look, they play a ball in behind and it's Shackleton versus Lamara. He's going to win that every time. We just need to stop that happening in the first place. Stop it at source. We're not doing that. That's the problem for me.
I know Andrea's not with us today, but on Twitter he's just said, Rodon for Cooper, Gruyev for Kamara, Anthony for Somerville after the interval, please. What do you make to that?
Yeah, no, look, like I said, make all changes. That's good. That might help. But again, tactically, it's got to change as well. It makes no difference if you're not tactically the same because they'll just do the same thing. They're going to have the ball this half. We can be great. They're still going to have the ball and they're going to do the same movements they did in the first. So we've got to switch that up tactically. What we have to do as well, I thought when Kamara got on the ball, we looked better. It's just we can't find him because it's 2v3 in that midfield, right? So they're always going to have a spare man. So they're just doubling up on whichever side it's on. And we just can't play out through midfield. It's not good enough. We need to find ways to create gaps like we did against Watford. You know, we dropped, Ruta came a lot deeper, picked it up in those deep positions and ran with it. Maybe it's that again. I don't know. Maybe that's Anthony, finding them spaces. But yeah, changes are probably needed for sure.
Yeah,
but
100%.
That's both personnel and tactically.
And tactically, yeah. I just think even from me, I know they scored really early, so it can knock the stuffing out of you, but just didn't seem at the races, bro. No. And I don't know if it was an overconfidence after seeing the performance last week and knowing how poor Southampton have been. But look, man, like
3-0.
you know,
it's not good enough, is it?
Yeah, it's mad. It is mad. Coy Diamond says, Joe, you're a dreamer, man. Seriously, this has gone. Same as you tipping 4 or 5-0. You need to base your emotion on how things are, not just one game against Watford. So, bro, don't get. I know. Don't get frustrated. Exactly, Cole. Don't get frustrated at me, broski. Like, don't allow me to frustrate you because I was confident.
When we went 2-0 as well, I was just gonna say, like, if you're a manager or a coach, that's right. That's a good statement. But when you're a fan, of course you get excited when your team's winning. Everyone does. I was at the ground and I'm going, we're winning the league. Like, be happy when we're playing well. Of course you're gonna be. We've not been well in 2 years.
No,
it just feels worse when you're rubbish.
Yeah. Exactly. Like the mad thing is, I know there was Leeds fans watching this, and I had a quick look on the comments when we went 2-0 down, and they're going, how confident are you now, John? I'm thinking, you're a Leeds fan. Like, you're hurting my head. I don't understand.
Yeah, that's it.
That's what it is.
You get confident because we played really well in for a period of time, and then we're losing a game badly, and suddenly it's, you said this. Yeah, I did. You're not the manager of the club, Joe. Your responsibility to be level-headed. You're a fan of the club. You get carried away. Everyone does. We thought we were going to win the World Cup and the Euros. You know what I mean? We're winning a few games against these terrible teams. You know what I mean? But it's what it is, man.
Yeah, it's I don't know what. I want it to end, mate. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not.
Like, I don't. We need a goal early. Goal needs to come in the first 5-10 minutes, and you never know because of how many they've conceded, bro. And this is ingrained. Do you know what I mean? So all it takes is Russell Martin saying to them, "Keep it tight, don't concede early." Leeds come in, score within 5 minutes, and all of a sudden it's, do you know what I mean? Oh shit, no. Yeah. So this is what we need to remember, man.
They concede goals every game. Test it. Test their mentality. Teams used to do it against us in the Premier League. They just come at us, and we couldn't do about it. And we'd bottle it. Do that. Test them. Get your players on the ball. If that Anthony comes on, Somerville, Ruta, get them on the ball and just say, right, 1v1, just get at them. Make them move, make them turn, because they concede goals. You've got to have confidence in that. And we've just got to believe in ourselves more. It's just nowhere near good enough, is it? To be honest, it's just... Yeah, terrible.
Listen, 4-3, it's happened before, bro.
It has.
Before.
Was that away at Southampton as well?
We
did that a while ago, yeah.
You never know, broski. And all these people having a go at me, I'll come for you. Just watch. I'll save them all.
If you don't laugh, you'll cry,
Yeah, people talking Paco Mac talking about respect for the opposition. I don't respect Southampton.
No.
They were getting beat 5 and 6s. Leeds were looking different gravy. Do you know what I mean? I'm not gonna change.
No, like you shouldn't. Like you're a fan at the
Well,
end of the day.
if you want level head, watch Sky Sports, man, innit?
Yeah.
Go listen to Don Goodman and that. You know what I mean? I'm not over here. Yeah. Not good enough, but already, like, if we lose this game, I'll still be expecting us to batter QPR.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Even more so, a reaction from a battering is to batter someone. Look, these got battered last week, didn't they? Look at their battering us.
Look at this.
Hey, mate, it's one game.
Fair play, Cameron. But it's one game, bro. Chill out.
Just like when we were winning it with just one game, this is just one game as well. Makes no difference. So
exactly, Dave. I did say 3-0 half time. I didn't even say Leeds, I don't think. I just went 3-0 half time. So I was right. Do you know what I mean? So there you go. No changes, people are saying. No changes. That must mean the lads are on the way out, mate.
That means they've been absolutely in the changing
rocketed.
Rooms, and it's like, right, you've got 10 minutes or you're all coming off. It's one of them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It will be, you're right. So, right, mate, I'll let you go get comfy. Yep. I'm heading straight out after, mate, so we'll catch up later on, pal, all right? Yep. Thank you very much, Lockie. Enjoy the game, mama. Bye-bye. There you go. No changes there. Thank you to Lockie as well. Make sure you check out his channel. Lockie Leeds United have it all to do. No changes, though. Is it a case of saying, come and, show me? Sort the shit out kind of vibe. Do you know what I mean? So... Locks is coming for me now in my group chat as well. I can't be dealing with it. My phone will be getting left at home. I'm actually going to a dinosaur, taking the kids to a dinosaur thing. So hurry up and get me there. I'll leave my phone at home because I can't be arsed with it. Anyway, we're back underway for the second half, folks. And it's Leeds United 0, Southampton 3. I'm going to eat my choc nibs. Hope you don't mind, folks. Here's Jamie Shack. There's Jamie Shackleton to Rutter. I reckon he gives them 10, 15 minutes to you and then expects a change. Rutter beats Flynn Downs, free kick. There's Strout over the top. Maybe looking to get Dan James in behind. But it goes straight through to Bazunu. Offside, ref. No. Need to score within 10 minutes. Anyway, look at that. First half, 0.76 expected goals, and they scored 3. Massively overperformed. Clinicality. Here's Rutter. There's Ryan Manning for Southampton. Leeds United come away with it, though. Ethan Ampadu. Dan James to Rutter. Rutter, that's not a bad knock, but it's chested nicely by Bednarak into Bazunu's path. Don't forget, folks, smash a like on the video if you haven't already, please. Subscribe to the channel. Southampton will be just happy to keep the ball, won't they, for as long as possible without doing anything audacious. Kyle Walker-Peters, ball down the line. Armstrong. Oh, Cooper. He's dog dirt, man. He just basically defended fresh air. Like, what is he doing? Tell me what he's doing there. The ball's in the air and he's like just gone. Do you know what I mean? Like, look at this. I'm going to show us the replay. It's just defending fresh air. Like, proper Joe Wayman defending. I can't lie to you. Cooper's gone, man. Legs are short. Should have never started this game, regardless of how good. We said at the start, you live and die by your decisions. And ultimately, this one was wrong. And, you know, and even I'm saying that. Rodon should have started. Liam Cooper's not been great. Ball watching for the first one. Both him and Byram, though. It comes through. Can you hear me now? Is that better, folks? Hopefully that's better. I'll move closer so you can hear me a little bit more. Does that sound better? Is that better for everyone? Can you hear me all right? Hopefully you can hear me all right. All good? Cool. I've just switched it to my iPhone. Sorry about that, folks. I've turned it up as well so it's not quiet. Is it? Can everyone hear me all right? Yeah? Cool. Sorry about that. Sick of me fucking microphone. I need a new one. I'm just pressing. It's brand new, man. That Elgato stuff, I love it, but it's all just fucking broken. It's all broken. Does me tits in. Here's Ryan Manning back to Bazunu. There's Rutter. Heavy touch by Kamara. Challenged by Smallbone. Free kick, throw-in, to Leeds United. Sam Byram. Somerville on the touchline. Good ball that. Byram, can he get the cutback right? He's looking for Pirro, isn't he? Can see the area he's trying to put it in, but the ball was tame and it was cut out too easily. What's the weather like? I'm just heading straight out after Byram. Alright. Good challenge, Byram. Wins the ball. Southampton won a free kick. No way. Somerville. Byram. That's a push, no? Nah, nothing given. Soft though. 1,500 people watching. If you haven't already, please do smash a like on the video. Have the goals been crap or decent? First one was alright. I mean, poor defending. Second one, poor defending. And yeah, all poor. All poor, to be honest. So, can hear birds tweeting. Some guy's got an aviary across the road as well. So you might be, I think that's just normal birds, but yeah, some guy's got an aviary. Dan James using his pace to get round Manning. Manning gets back. Oh, there's the pass inside. Go on then, Jimmy. Cross. Needed something there, didn't we? We did. Dan brought down Suleimana. Needed the ball across there from Shackleton to be better. I do say, like, if we get one early, but time's running out for that. Shame they couldn't communicate like that when for the first goal. Second, sorry. Strauch and Cooper shouting over to him. They won it. As long as it's not Strouk, it's 50p, didn't it? Dan. Not a bad knock, really, but Bednarak deals with it. Here's Shackleton. 10 minutes, man. 55, change. 3. Switch this game up. Here's Kamara. Look at that. League goals. Leeds United a second. Sorry. League goals conceded in 2023. Most in top divisions. Forest Green 61. Southampton 60. I was like, look at that. And then I looked, Leeds United 59. Different time though. Foul throw, probably that. Rutter holding him off. Does well. Unfortunately can't dig it out to Ampadu. But he can hold players off. We need to be getting the ball up to him, you know, in order for him to be able to do that. Kamara trying to put himself about. Suleimana, get up. Never seen being a free kick, mate. You're just throwing yourself on the ball. Here's Liam Cooper. Oh, Brighton have scored, have they? Brighton have scored. Estepinian, by the way, has had a nightmare. I've got him in my fantasy team. He scored a fucking own goal. I've had a nightmare 2 weeks. I think the wild card's coming for me after this week. Rutter. Oh, look. Lovely. Go on, Dan. You're fucking falling on the floor, man. You know when Dan James gets that ball in that area, do you have any confidence that he's going to get a strike? Test the keeper? It's a lovely little ding. Look at that. Hold him off. Nah, my man just fucking falls. Falls on the floor, wanting some sort of free kick. Shite. Really poor performance, isn't it? Really poor. Just not at the races, unfortunately. Not at the races at all. Kamara, free kick in the Southampton half. Will anything come of it? We shall have to wait and see. Strouk. Strouk, turned by Pirot. He's got space. There's Dan James. He comes inside. Ampadu. Digs it out to Byron. Well done, Ethan. Can he get a decent knock in? Comes to Kamara. Kamara does well. Good feet. Oh. Kyle Walker-Peters. I think he's gone down the back of his legs, has he? Somerville screamed. I thought he'd done something. What's he done? Ah! State of your performance, mate. Ah! That was state of his performance, I'm telling you. Somerville's taking himself off set pieces as well. We've got Dan James on him now. Don't beat first man. Dog dirt. Falls down again, man. Are you going to stay on your feet? Somerville picks out Ampadu. Hit it, son. Deflection. Corner ball. I'm getting frustrated. Still going up, Joe. What a fool. Yes, Chris. You fool. It's one game. This is what I mean. It's so funny. Still going up, Joe. What a fool. It's one game. You fool. Cross. Headed. Ooh. Strike, go on! Yes! Let's go! Let's go! Game on! Come on! Damn yeah! This is what I'm saying, man. This is the one now to whisk the screw. To whisk the screw. Chris W in the chat still going up. Yes, man. Let's go. 3-1. Pascal Dancer. He can't hit the ball in the box, but he can hit them. He can hit them. Little swivel from the big man. Look at this. Have that. Look at that touch. There you go. Let's go. I told you, didn't I? Let's go. Oh, is the mic loud now? I did turn it. I turned it up. Let me turn it back down. Sorry. Is this still okay? I reduced the mic background noise as well, so you're not picking up the things. Let me know if that's okay. Let's go, man. This is what I'm saying, Sinem. We needed one. We got the one. There's still 30 minutes left to go. Let's go. Still no clean sheet for them. 3-1. All we needed was one. We've got players to come on. We've got players to come on. Let's, calma, calma. Ampadu, big head, Rutter. Oh, nice little touch. Go on, Somerville, get after him, son. No, he gets the ball. I know, Stephen, what's all that about? I put the mockers on the game. So did he take Suleimana off for Fraser? Come on, Leeds. Bazunu gives it straight to Byron. There's a chance here for Leeds. I'm telling you, I'm not saying we're going to win the game, but if you... Just let's get one more and let's chat. Let's chat. Women's getting giddy. Let's go. Melier. There's Bazunu. There's Kyle Walker-Peters. Give it away. Here's Rutter. Space for Leeds United. Rutter. Oh, Pirro! Of all the people you wanted it to fall to. That is a great pass from Rutter. Pirro has to score. Oh. He has to score. His touch, it bounces off his standing leg. I'm telling you, if he gets that there, wow. Then it's going off. I swear Pascal scores more than some strikers. Thanks, Pascal. True Louisa. True debt. That was a big chance, that, for Leeds, Here's Somerville. Somerville. Here's Dan James. Dan James. Can he... Go on, Dan. He's in the box. Why, Dan, man? Why? Cross it. Why have you hit it there? Wrong decision. Why has he had a go? Terrible decision. Changes, please. Wasteful that was. Pirro had to get that touch right? If he gets that touch right... If he gets that touch right there... Such a comfy height for the keeper. Yeah, listen, Leeds again here. They want some sort of foul. Leeds play on now. Kamara into Ampadu. Ethan Ampadu. Square into Shackleton. Shackleton, here's Dan James. Up against Ryan Fraser. Suleimana, obviously the substitute for Ryan Fraser. Ampadu. Southampton camped in their own area now, really. Here's Byram. Sam Byram. Somerville tries to give it him back. Takes a deflection off Armstrong. You can see the Sky commentators there are saying there's a real different feeling in the stadium. And that's what you've got to remember. This is what we said about all it takes is one goal. They'll be nervous, so you get a second, I'm telling you. Shea Adams looks like he's coming on. Obviously, Shea will be expected to hold it up and get Southampton up the pitch. Jamie Shackleton back to Strout. Leeds are definitely in the ascendancy. Leeds United really, really dominating proceedings at the minute. Shackleton tries a ball through to Rutter. Don't let him get in behind you there, Leeds. Armstrong, he's done well. Fraser though. Strout's been unbelievable this second half. He's everywhere. Go on, Shackleton. Strout's been unbelievable. Shackleton, back to Dan James. Lift it. And ball! No, Liam Cooper, man. Proper calamity. Proper calamity. Take him off, will you, man? Got to make subs, haven't we? I can see people. Got to make some changes. Got to make some changes. Got to make some changes. Here's Armstrong. Well done, Byram. Battles. Well done, Leeds. Ampadu, fantastic from him. Tries to get Rutter in. Unfortunately, doesn't come off. It was right idea, though. I do feel that Pirro touch, if he scores there, it's that was the moment, you know, 2 goals, quick succession, bang, bang, you're thinking, wow, let's go. So, but listen, 20 minutes of this second half, Leeds have been really coming into it, scored a goal. We do need another one soon, though, if we hope to get anything out of the game, which is a big if, don't get me wrong. But we got the goal. That's what we needed to see how Southampton do, what Russell Martin does. I just think Daniel Farker should make some changes now, personally. You've got plenty of options. You know, you've got Jadon Anthony. You've got Patrick Bamford even. You've got Gruyev. You've got Gray. You've got options you can bring on. Here is Pirro. Challenge throwing Leeds. Don't forget to smash a like on the video as well, folks, if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new. Here's Strout. Leeds still got plenty of the ball. Cooper into Kamara. Strout had his pocket picked there. Oh, such a poor ball by Alcaraz. He asked to use that moment. You heard the crowd there grumble. That was a big chance for Southampton. Southampton really dropping deep, aren't they, compared to what they were. Trying to defend the lead, you understand it, but Strout. Somerville again. Great. Leeds could be in. Here's Dan James. Dan James. Fuck off, mate. Leeds thought they'd scored. Dan James, man, he's shy, man, he's shy. And then I get shit. Tell me why. Tell me why. Ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why. What's he doing, man? Pirro, all of them there. Just pass the ball, bro. You ain't that guy. Why has he had a strike there? It's wide, no save, not on target, set piece, and Russell Martin double changes, telling him calm down. Dan James, wrong decision again, mate. Oh. I'd have taken him off, yeah. I'd have taken Dan James off, but it is what it is. You know? Right, so Shea Adams coming on, Alcaraz off. I think there's been another change in there as well. I think it was a double change. I know the half chances, but that Pirro touch and Dan James, again, decision making. Trying to hold it up. No foul, Leeds. Keep them pinned in. Right. Oh, Kamara, he's beat you too easy there. Flynn Downs. Could be a chance, yeah. Walker Peters had to release the ball. To Adam Armstrong, chose not to. Here's Fraser. Manning. Armstrong into Shea Adams. Shea Child, sorry. Ooh. It's the corner ball. Southampton creeping into it. Yeah, I'm really getting annoyed at these changes as well. It's happened a few times where we've complained. "20 minutes left, folks, and it's Southampton corner. Melia, big punch, that. Downs into Kyle Walker-Peters. Leeds still in their own half here. Adam Armstrong. That's gone out, hasn't it, ref? Thought so. Yeah, goal kick. Archie Gray and Jaden Anthony coming on, lads. Take Dan James off. I hope that's the change, to be honest. Dan James for Jaden Anthony, maybe Gray Kamara, you'd imagine, wouldn't you? But we'll see. We shall see. Here's Sam Byron. Trout, Ampadu, good football leads, getting up the pitch. Here's Shackleton. Dan James. Ampadu, back to James. Can he lift one in? Don't shoot, whatever you do. Bloody hell, the cross has gone nearly out for a corner. Here's Somerville. Somerville's going to be the change. Dan James staying on, folks, by the sounds of it. Ampadu. So I think Somerville's coming off, folks. Not Dan. Glenn Kamara off, on comes Gray. Number 10, Somerville. I don't know. I mean, Somerville's not been great, but and I guess Dan's involved, but I just don't have confidence when James has got the ball. But we'll see in it. Manning throw. Well done. Dan James. Fucking lost it again. He's the more frustrating footballer. I can't, because I'm going to end up swearing at him. Oh, Daniel! He just always loses it, man. He always loses it. It's going to be a throw-in anyway to Southampton. Manning's going to take the throw. Ball out. Stroke. Stroke to Shackleton. Southampton have looked better since their changes, you know. He's improved them. They've got like two up top now, pressing from the front with Adams and Armstrong. Midfield's a little bit better as well, you know. So before, I think they just had Alcaraz, didn't they? So yeah. Here is Shackleton. Well, Aston Villa are 4-1 up against Brighton. Foul by Rutter. I'm surprised he didn't get a yellow card there. Watkins hat-trick. Wow. Yeah, Leeds United have dropped off massively, haven't they? You'd have thought they'd have had a real boost after the goal, but I just feel, folks, that Pirro chance, because I still think, you know, that, yeah. Shea Charles with a yellow card. Shea Charles, yellow card, free kick to Leeds. Tell him, Mark B. Tell him. Ampadu putting Melly under a bit of pressure there with a bouncing ball. Oh, he's just rolled him, hasn't he? I don't get how that's a free kick, but there you go. 15 minutes. Offside against Adam Armstrong, so free kick to Leeds United. This game's just going out on such a damp squib, innit? Melliot. Oh, Jamie Shack. Stroke, this game's just petered out big time, man. Rubbish. Piss poor. Pirro. Oh, Pirro. He's got to do better there, hasn't he? Got to do better. Can't get the full contact, and there you go. Here's Kyle Walker-Peters. 12 minutes. Do you know the mad thing is, when we scored that goal, it was like 20 minutes on 60 minutes, right? I was like, bloody hell, that's gone fast. And now it's Southampton, it's going dead slow. Always the case. Bamford's coming on, folks. The saviour. Alhamdulillah. Inshallah. Inshallah, Bamford. Inshallah. Imagine. Come on, Paddy! I can't lie. Go on, Shaq. Should have gone into Pirro, mate. Get it out to the left. Get it out to the left. Go on, Jaden Anthony. Here's Byram. Isolating Kyle Walker-Peters. Cuts in. Gray. Oh, takes a deflection, and it'll be easy for Bazunu, unfortunately. That's a shame. It really opened up there. Dan James is going to come off for Bamford. Interesting. Cooper cuts it out. Oh, Pirro. Such a heavy touch. Here's Ryan Fraser. Such a poor touch. He's won it back though. Well done, Pirro. They want a free kick there. I don't know what for. Oh, Ampadu's give it away. I don't know what Ampadu's supposed to do there. Bamford on for James. 10 minutes left, folks. Let's go, Paddy. Come on, Paddy, son. Free kick to Southampton. And it comes Meslier. Big punch. He's so much better from crosses now, Meslier. Throw into Southampton. 9 minutes left, folks. Plus any added time. Can Leeds United get a second and set the cat amongst the pigeons? Doesn't look like it, does it? Here's Strauch. Jamie Shackleton. Cooper. Here's Gray. Rutter. Oh, I tell you what, that's not a little bad knock, that. Kyle Walker-Peters. No, softer. Softer. Suave. Don't forget to smash a like on the video, folks, if you can. Here's Armstrong. Meslier, easy save for him. Ampadu into Gray. Gray out wide to Jamie Shack. Here's Cooper. Leeds United just need to try be quicker with it. I know it's hard, but Rutter, great. Again, does Manning. Wins the ball though. It's so good, Rutter. Come on, son. Make something happen, my guy. There's the throw into Pirro. Rutter out on the right. Jamie Shackleton back to Rutter. Rutter does them. That's a lovely knock. Look at that knock. What a knock that was by Rutter. That's how you deliver a ball. No striker running across it though, and it was dealt with. Here's Liam Cooper. Pass the ball, Liam. Should have gone sooner, that's why. He asked for it earlier. A Rebo coming on for Southampton. Adam Armstrong coming off. Yeah, I agree in terms of the decisions today. It's not been great in terms of the selection and also the substitutions as well. So no, they haven't. Not many have played well today, have they? That's all. Sorry, Wilf, man. Sorry for not giving commentary, mate. It's difficult at times, my guy, when your team's losing. But yeah, you must do better. I promise. 5 minutes left to play, folks. Yeah, poor everything today, except with the exception of Stroud. Yeah, I think that's a fair shout, mate, to be fair. And that's not just because he's got a goal. He's actually played well. Byron with the header. Headed forward by Shea Adams. Anthony trying to get involved. There's Gray. Good feet from him. Liam Cooper. Too slow on the ball, Liam, man. Far too slow on the ball always, mate. Always looking for that killer pass. Dog dirt. Shackleton to Rutter. Good challenge that by Fraser on Rutter. It'll be a throw-in. Here's Ampadu. Just not being able to get on it enough, has he? In that first half, they definitely had a little plan for him. Here's Ampadu. Out to Rutter. Rutter's looked dangerous from the right. Rutter, nice little knock through to Byram. Cooper, slow as you like. Strouk into Rutter. Rutter again involved. Pirro. Chat, get there. Corner ball. Oh, I don't know. That was a corner, but we'll take it. Rinse, Harry. It is, man. It's only one. It's only one, man. Honestly. Chill, man. It's all good. Cross from Jaden Anthony. Oh, it's heading. Oh, Strouk's missed it. Gray. Leeds trying to hook it forward. Oh, they were begging to be hit there. Rutter. Jaden, give it back to Jaden. Oh, Rutter's beat him. Oh, unlucky. Corner ball. Do you know what? Strouk air shot. So disappointing. Rutter, should he have passed it? There was no shirts on for him, was there? But listen, he's had a strike. It's another corner. Rutter actually tries to make things happen, man. Jaden Anthony, another cross. Headed out. Howard Bellis. He's had a good game, Annie. He's had a good game today as Howard Bellis. Jaden Anthony. Cooper into Gray. Shackleton into Rutter. Rutter again, look, man. He's so much better from deep. Wins the free kick. Rutter needs to be playing from the right. Rutter from the right. Anthony. Bamford, Pirro. We needed a 10, didn't we? But listen. Jadon Anthony. That's a delicious knock. Go on. Oh. It's not as if we hadn't had chances, you know, folks. Not massive chances, but Southampton's weren't big. Do you know what I mean? They just took theirs. There's been a few moments where you're thinking, oh, if that dropped, if Pirro's touch is better, if Dan James made the right decision at times, you just don't know, man. Shackleton. Strouk. Oh, again, man. Just not falling for us. But then again, you make your own luck, don't you? You make your own luck. And, you know. Jadon Anthony. Southampton, all shirts in the box. There's Ampadu. What a ball that is. Byram. Oh, he's offside. Would have been a goal as well. Huh. Offside. Miles off, I think. The 5 seconds. Oh. 5 minutes at a time, folks. (3-1). Got 5 minutes of normal time, folks. Throw in by Southampton. Matt, it's far too soon, bro. It's far too soon. Let's wait to see what results. Yeah, get back downstairs immediately. That's true, man. That's true. Yeah, he just looks good on the ball, doesn't he, James? He does look good on the ball, does Jadon Anthony, if we're being totally honest. So yeah, that doesn't change, KNT. It's one game. You have to remember this, you know. You have to remember this. Like, I do think it's like Namies Liam says, it's so reactionary. One game doesn't make you a bad team. It's like all Leeds fans will be saying, "Oh, Southampton top 2 now," and all that sort of stuff. And they just lost 4 on the bounce. Do you know what I mean? It is what it is. Do I still think we'll get promoted? Yeah. Do I still think we'll get top 2? Yeah. That hasn't changed today. If we see more performances like this, yeah. But I think it's a little bit of overconfidence, wrong selection. Just not at the races today. Just not at the races today. So Marcus says this defeat could do us good. Could happen. Could be right. No one expected this today. No one expected this today. I don't think. I do believe Rodon. Yeah, Paco Max, same points as us, I know, yeah. But they started well, didn't they? That's what I mean. We didn't start well at all. Joe always turns on his fans whenever he's called out for his delusional takes. Glee, I've not turned on you. I'm just giving you my passionate opinion and response. I'm not turning on you. I didn't even know if I had fans, but I'll take them, bro. But yeah, I hope I haven't turned on you, mate. I hope you don't feel that. But do I have a right to respond? Yes, just like you do when you remind me that I've got delusional takes. You know what I mean? Giancarlo, this is so bad. Has this grounded your expectation of the season? No, it's one game, man. It's one game. We were undefeated in 6, had 4 clean sheets on the bounce, and now after one game, people want to write it off. That for me is reactionary. Today's not been good, but that's all. It's not that deep. I think to say, yeah, Brian, I never fall into doom and gloom. You have to see the bigger picture, bro. And the bigger picture is we're still one of the better teams. To say that this is some sort of like, oh, this make you rewrite Leeds' hopes, like PH says Leeds, yeah. One sec. We've lost 1 in 7. 1 in 7, and people are saying it's bad. It's mad. You know, today it's just not been great, has it? It's not been great. Southampton were up for it. They scored early. Then we just couldn't get ourselves back into the game. I do think Farke got it wrong in terms of his team selection, but you can sort of understand it because we looked amazing against Watford. But it is what it is. Yorkshire Reefer says sport of the week, and not for me. I'm going out after this with the kids, mate. So, yeah, not for me. I'll do my post-match tonight, though, because I've got to get over to South Shields, so I'll have to leave straight off the bat, but don't matter, does it? Because the post-match is going to be whack anyway. But yeah, listen, we've got 5 seconds left of normal time. Not a great performance. Aston Villa beat Brighton 6-1, you know. Leeds United's finished, folks. There we have it. There we have it. It is 3-1. Southampton win the game, and deservedly so. I do think Leeds United had a few half chances, but they just couldn't take it. Do you know what I mean? They just couldn't take them. I think the Pirro one, when Pirro gets through, if his touch is better, he weren't at the races today. But I don't think many were. And as Dublin Bread says, absolutely trash. And I think that's fair to say. Today wasn't the day. We go again Wednesday, get 3 points back on the road at home, and we'll be all good again. Let's just wait and see what the 3 o'clocks do. But this happens. This happens and will happen. Can't win them all, unfortunately. I was confident pre-match, every reason to be. But today, not great at all. But we moved, don't we? Thanks as always for watching. I'm going to shoot, folks, because I'm going to go out and cheer myself up. Anyway, boof. Love it. See you in a bit, people. Thanks for the support, as always.